Woohoo!
Welcome to my brand new Halloween movie review 2018, and gotta say, if you're a fan of this movie, you want to check this out. This movie series, you want to check it out. Pretty scary, definitely epic compared to the other two movies from a few years ago. The last movie that they made from Halloween was way back in 2009. I did have to look this up, and I'm going to talk about these other movies that they have here because it's 11 movies in total, and I've seen all of them, so I'll be able to talk about the comparisons. I'm not going to compare all of them. I just want to say a few things about a particular movie from the series, from 11 movies that they have in the mix of the series. And then for this movie in particular, since it's Halloween, you definitely want to try to check out the one from 1978, the very first movie, to draw the comparisons, to see the similarities from the movies, and in total you'll be able to recognize a few scenes, the characters from the movie. And even if someone who hasn't even seen none of the Halloween movies before, you definitely want to probably check it out anyway. You'll probably be interested as a horror fanatic, just like me, who loves scary movies. And I've been watching it almost every day for just like 31 days of Halloween, just the different marathons. So movies like this, I've been waiting all year for to come out. And one particular actor, Jamie Lee Curtis, is doing it one last time for this movie, and definitely worth checking out if you love this actor. And I really liked her movies back in the old days, not even just the Halloween series, just older movies she starred in as well. She's a very good actor and one of my personal favorites if I had to pick some of my top favorite actors out there for the movies. So you want to probably check this out. But something else I want to mention is that it's definitely better than the movie from 2009. 9 years ago was the last newest Halloween movie that they ever came out with, and then the other one was from 2007. I'll have to double check that later in the video, but I'm not going to spoil anything. And let's talk about the plot really quickly. So Michael Myers, if you already know about him being the killer in some of these video games, Dead by Daylight, a playable character, a killer that you could play as. And I know he doesn't have his own video game, but I know everyone knows Michael Myers, who Michael Myers is. If you hadn't even watched the movies, they've seen him before, seen people dress as him as Halloween, all that stuff. But Michael Myers definitely was being held at this facility for those just being kept there because for all the psychiatric institutes and all that stuff, for all those crazy people that just goes bonkers, I want to say. And he basically finds a way to escape. I'm not going to talk about everything, talk about who gets killed and all that, but what he does, he targets family members from these movies, and you'll be able to pick that up if you watch the first one. But I'm not going to just get right into it, or just spoil too much in it for the movie, because I want you guys to check it out for yourselves. But he finds a way to escape, and he ends up targeting basically anyone. And that's something that I really got from this movie, is that everyone is a target. It doesn't matter, it's just the different characters in the movie. It doesn't even matter. You can, if you're in his way, he's going to come after you. There's no escaping him. Once he's on you, he's not going to stop coming after you until he gets you. So what you'll find out, I'm not going to just talk about who gets killed, but just as you watch this, you'll be able to know that he's not playing games in this one. He's really serious in this one. And I think this is the craziest he's ever been out of all the movies. Out of all 11 movies, I think this is the craziest he's ever been, as aggressive as he acts in this, and slaying out everything in his sights. I just have to say that. And that's basically just the whole plot. He just finds a way to escape, and he just returns to the city called the city of Haddonfield. You'll recognize the city, the town from the first movie if you saw it, and you'll be able to draw the comparisons again from the different things that happen in the movie. Similar scenes, similar lines from the movie, but just different twists and turns and different things that they added in it that you didn't see happen in the movie before, with different scenes and the different memorable characters, and even the doctor you'll recognize as well. But I'm not going to tell you anything else besides that. But that's our plot. Now, is it scary? To me, I got a little bit scared of jump scares, and for anyone who's probably scared of Michael Myers would probably be scared to watch this movie in the dark, and wouldn't want to watch this by yourself if you can't handle these type of movies. But I gotta say I enjoyed it, and I want to really just say something. most people probably wouldn't say, "Oh, it's not that good of a movie," because they don't watch these type of movies. They don't like scary movies, and that's the only thing I can say that was wrong with the movie. It wasn't boring. It just definitely captured your interest. You don't know what's gonna happen, and with this character, Laurie Strode, if you recognize her and if you know about her and watch the movies before, you'll probably know the story, what her objective is, and what she's really trying to do. But I'm not going to get into that for this particular review. But I got to talk about this, and I have it right here. All the movies that ever came out, and what I'm comparing this movie to is to the one from 1978, which is the very first movie to ever come out, and this one is definitely similar to it almost, which is different things that happens in the movie. A more aggressive Michael Myers that's slaying anything in his sights and all that. But here are all the movies, and I'm gonna list them in the description too as well, just as a little bonus for you guys that might be interested in checking out the series. Halloween 1 from 1978, and then it came out Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And this is my issue right now, and this is my question for anyone that has seen the Halloween movies before, and I still haven't figured this out. What did Halloween 3 Season of the Witch have to do with Myers? Which, when the basic plot of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch didn't even have Michael Myers in it. In all these other movies, Return of Michael Myers, Halloween 5, Curse of Michael Myers, 20 years later, H2O, or H20, Halloween Resurrection, the newer Halloween from 2007, and then the one I was talking about earlier in the video, from 2009, Halloween 2, which was the newest one. And now here we are 9 years later for 2018's newest Halloween. And now the plot from the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch just didn't even have Myers in it. It wasn't even, none of the characters was in it from the other recent movies or anything like that. No Laurie Strode, none of the other characters that you recognize from the previous Halloween movies. It was just basically kids with Halloween masks, these mysterious masks just taking over towns, that's having an effect on the citizens of this town. And you put on this Halloween mask and it controls you, and you're like glued to the TV like this. It's just, and with a flashing TV with a pumpkin sign. You gotta just check it out. It's not a bad movie, but just, why is it included in the series when Michael Myers is not even in the movie at all? And I still haven't figured it out. But just outside of that, I can't really say that there's 11 movies. There's 10. And I was scrapped out on Season of the Witch as its own movie. Just put Halloween Season of the Witch. Don't put it in the series. I wouldn't even compare it and add it into the series as this new Halloween series at all. It's just its own movie that doesn't have anything to do with Myers. And that's just something that I really wanted to talk about. But I really enjoyed this movie. It's definitely good. I still like the classics a little bit more, but it's just something about the classics you can't beat. And I just can't get enough of the classics, and I never stop watching them. And out of all of them, and from this one, I would just give it a 4 out of 5. And just, as I always say with these type of scary movies, it's not a movie for everyone else. If you don't like Myers, you probably wouldn't want to watch it. If you're too scared to watch this, you would skip it. You wouldn't want to have nightmares and just end up watching this over and over and just try to watch it. Go and see a movie like this. You want to try to avoid nightmares. You might be too scared. You might not even like Michael Myers. You might not even like the Halloween series. You might think it's stupid. You might want to watch something else. That's the only reason why I would probably say most people probably wouldn't want to watch this movie in particular. But if I had to compare it, I would just say this is one of the best Halloween movies, along with the classics. I would put it up there with the classics. But it's just something about the classic movies that just makes me grasp towards them better than most. Anyway, even though this Michael Myers was really aggressive, and it was nice to see Jamie Lee Curtis back in the movie once again, because she hasn't really been in all of them. She wasn't in every single Halloween movie. It had different stories, all the different characters, and different targets that Michael Myers was really going after, different characters in particular. So I don't want to just give that away either, just in case you want to be just interested in checking out those movies. But that's my review. Definitely check it out if you want to. I definitely recommend it to anyone out there. And if you're looking for something scary to watch for Halloween, you want to go see it on Halloween or maybe the weekend, whenever you guys have a chance to watch it, check it out. Definitely recommend it. And if you don't, and if you're scared of these type of movies, you don't want to go alone for sure. So let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. And again, I just had to just talk about that for Season of the Witch, because I still never knew, I never could just draw the ties and the similarities of that movie with the Halloween series at all. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the movie, and if you guys want to plan on checking it out for yourself.